Hello everyone, once again this is Abiksha Parida and welcome to my channel of OT for Kids. I am an occupational therapist and I have been working with special kids since the last 5 years, and I have seen kids of different age groups, of different conditions. Today I will be talking about a very important topic, and I am sure this video will be helpful to many of you. So today I will be talking about the hand functions of children. Hand is a very sophisticated part of a human being, and we use our hand every single day to perform different kinds of complicated tasks, starting from the morning holding a toothbrush to brush our teeth till the night to turn off the switch of to turn off the light switches while we go to bed. We use the different functions of our hand every single day, and the hand functions are very essential to our daily life, to make our lives smooth and to be able to do our tasks independently. Although we are able to do our tasks so easily, in order for our hand to function appropriately and adequately or efficiently to do our task, it requires a lot of coordination between the muscles of the arms and the hand, a lot of coordination of the small muscles of the fingers and the hand, a strength of the muscles, the sensory components, the body awareness, praxis components. So many things come into play when we are using our hand for different tasks. In children with special needs, like children with autism spectrum disorders or with sensory processing disorders or Down syndrome or developmental delays or any other children with special needs, they have difficulty to use their hands efficiently while performing a task or to do their daily tasks independently, because there might be a lack of the sensory components or the motor components or body awareness, or due to all of these reasons they are unable to use their hand efficiently to perform their daily tasks. So just imagine that you are wearing a rubber gloves in your hand and then you are asked to hold a paintbrush and do some fine painting work, or you are asked to hold a pen and just write down an essay or something. So it will be very difficult for you to do it holding the rubber gloves. Even if the activity is the task, you can easily do without the rubber gloves. But while if you are wearing the rubber gloves, then it blocks the sensory components or the sensory inputs to your fingertips, for which it is very difficult for you to hold the pen or the paintbrush. So similarly, the children with special needs have some difficulties using their hands, like using their hands. It can be a motor component, or it can be a sensory component, or it can be due to a lack of body awareness, or it can be a planning difficulties. Due to any reasons, they have difficulty to perform their daily tasks like writing or dressing or buttoning or painting, or even a simple task, as I told you, like holding a glass of water and drinking from it, or holding a piece of puzzle, or manipulating some toys in their hand. Even this simple task can be very difficult. Now I have made another video on the fine motor activities, how to develop the fine motor functions of a child, and in that video I have mentioned some activities that can be used to work on the small muscles of the fingers and hand to perform tasks like writing or buttoning or painting, the kind of tasks that require very fine movements. And in this video I will be sharing with you some very basic activities that can be used for younger children, or for children who are at the beginning stage of using their hands, or who are not able to use their hands even to grasp large objects, or to perform some gross motor tasks that we are performing every single day. So this video is for those kids. So the first activity can be crumpling of newspapers. So this is a very simple activity that can be used to strengthen the muscles of your child's hand, and you can use newspapers of different sizes, like the small size or a little larger size, or the full size newspaper for this activity. And according to the age and the hand size of your child, you can choose the different sizes of newspapers, and just ask the child to crumple them using the hands, okay, like this, and make the paper balls, okay. And then you can make it a game, like you ask them to crumple some newspapers and then count them, count how many newspapers you have crumpled, and how many paper balls you have made, like 1 2 3. Or you can also make a game like a competition, like let's see who makes more number of paper balls using the newspapers. So this was the crumpling newspapers activity. Using the paper balls can be paste the paper balls. So here I have drawn a circle on this paper. You can draw any shape on a paper and just ask the child to paste the paper balls on that paper. Like this. Like just ask them to paste the paper balls and along the line of the shapes. This can also be a very nice activity to develop the hand function. So the next activity that I'll be showing you is called fill the bottle. Okay, so you can take any bottle. Here I have taken a narrow mouthed bottle and also a wide mouthed bottle just to show you. And here you have to take some small objects in a bowl. Here I have taken chickpeas. You can also use rajma beans, you can also use rice, or even you can use sand or suji for this activity. So this activity is very useful to develop the grip strength of your child, and it is helpful to develop the strength required to hold many small objects. Okay, so when we hold many small objects at a time with our hand, like for example while eating rice or while eating moody and or mixture some small objects, this kind of gripping is required. And for this is a very simple activity. So to make it easier, you can take a first wide mouthed bottle as I have taken here. Okay, so I have put some chickpeas in a big bowl. Ask your child to hold a handful of those and then slowly put them inside the bottle. Okay, and you can take even more wide mouthed jars for this activity to begin. If this is also difficult for your child, just take a handful of it and then slowly release it. And as you can see, I am slowly opening my fingers. Okay, so this activity also helps in the eye-hand coordination of your child, in the isolation of finger movements of your child, and this kind of fine movements are very essential throughout the day in our daily activities. Okay. Then empty it. And now I'll also show you in a narrow mouthed bottle here. This requires more coordination and is a little bit more challenging than the wide mouthed bottle. Okay, and suppose your child is not able to do this kind of movement, then even if he does like this, because I've seen a lot of kids doing like this and then simply open it. Okay, then you can give this activity to develop the isolated finger movements, to develop the slow releasing of the hand movements, which will be very useful for them. Next activity can be opening and closing of bottle caps. As you can see here, I have different kinds of bottles and jars. So you can take a larger jar, you can take even a larger jar according to the size of your child's hand, like this, just to open and close. Or you can take smaller caps also, just opening and closing of bottle caps. Okay, the smaller caps require more coordination and more fine movements of the fingers. Just opening and closing of the bottle caps. The next activity can be pouring water. Here, as you can see here, I have a glass and I have a bottle of water. Now this activity also works on the coordination of the hand muscles of the child, the grip strength of the child, the eye-hand coordination of the child, attention span. This simple activity can be very useful to develop the hand functions of a child. Now it uses very controlled movements of the hand. So all you have to do is take a bottle and just ask the child to pour it slowly and fill a glass. And so here's the glass of water, and then again you can ask the child to pour the water back into the bottle from the glass, like this, slowly. Another activity using the water bottles can be to just, as you can see here, I have some water bottles. Ask your child to lift them up one by one from the ground and put it on a table or a bed, like this. Just lift it up and put it on the table or a bed. They can use one hand or can use both hands also. The next activity can be the use of sponges. So here I have used a small hanky. You can also use a small towel for this activity. This is a very nice activity to develop the grip strength of your child. So you have to do, what you have to do is take a bowl of water. You can take in a bowl or a mug or any other large container. One bowl is filled with water and another one is empty. So what you have to do, you can also do this activity in a sink to avoid the mess. Okay, so just wait sponge or towel or hanky in water, and ask your child to rinse it, to squeeze all the water using both of his hands in another bowl like this. So they should squeeze it, and then continue this activity till all the water is emptied. Activity that I'm going to show you is by using the cloth clips. Okay, as you can see here, I have cloth clips of many different colors, and also like these are the loose ones and these are the tighter ones. So you can do many activities using the cloth clips. Activity is to press the cloth clip. Okay, so this is a very nice activity. You can either take a cardboard, or here I have taken a small notepad, as you can see, and this thickness is not much. And you can either take a cardboard or a small notepad or any container, and you just ask the child to press it using the 3 fingers and put it like this. Okay, and he can also count like 1, 2, 3. Make sure that he uses the 3 fingers to press, not the whole hand, because some kids, when they do not have the strength of the 3 fingers, they might use the whole hand. Okay, so make sure that he uses the 3 fingers to press and put it. And also, if your child has not developed enough strength to press his tight clips, you can use these loose clips to start with. This is a better, like using a loose clip is better when you are beginning to use this clips activity. This is very nice to develop a 3-finger grasp like this. Okay, and then you can ask them to remove. Just remove. The second activity using the cloth clip can be to match colors. So here, as you can see, you can take any piece of cardboard or a chart paper, and you can draw some small circles of different colors and just ask your child to match the colors. For example, here is a blue color. I will put it over the blue clip. Okay, and here is the blue clip. So this is yellow over the yellow color. So just like this, ask your child to match them and then remove. It's a tear and paste activity. So you can draw any simple picture here. Here I have drawn a ball, and as you can see, I have marked some colors like blue, red, yellow, white. This is the pink. So here I have torn the color papers and pasted here. I'll be showing you how to do it. So like I'm taking the blue color, you can just ask your child to tear it into some small pieces like this. It's a very nice fine motor activity, and kids enjoy this activity. They love to do it. First tear it into small pieces, and then use some glue to put it over the picture like this. It's a very nice fine motor activity. And then just paste the pieces of paper slowly inside the lines. This. Play-Doh or atta. I've taken atta. You can use colorful Play-Doh because kids love color and they love to play with the Play-Doh. Now this can be used for multiple purposes. Okay, so you can roll them you can roll the Play-Doh or the atta to make different kinds of shapes with them, and this is a very good fine motor activity. Now another interesting activity with the Play-Doh can be find the hidden treasure. Okay, so for that you can use any small object. So I have taken here some chickpeas. You can take some green peas or some beads or some small pegs, and you see here like this, you have to just hide them inside the Play-Doh or atta, and you just press them a little and ask your child to find out the hidden treasure. So he has to just do like this, press it. This is a very nice activity for the finger strength and for the motor planning of your kids. It's a very nice fine motor activity, and you can also ask them to count 1, them inside, then here I found another one, this is 2. So this is a very nice fine motor activity. Now this activity that I am going to tell you is very effective for developing the 3-finger grasp that is required to hold a pencil. So what you're going to do, just roll it into a large cylinder and just ask him to pinch out small pieces using the 3 fingers like this, and then put it somewhere like this, and keep on doing it till all of the atta is finished. Okay, and you can also ask them to pick up the small pieces and roll them using their fingers if they are able to do that. So the child needs a lot of fine motor control to do this. Okay, to roll using their fingers and make a circle. Activity you can do is you can write down some letters or you can make some shapes or numbers. All you have to do is you ask the child to roll the Play-Doh into small cylinders like this. This is a very nice fine motor activity. And then like you can break into pieces and just put over the letters like this. I am using A. Okay, so letter A. Like this, just adjust. Using your fingers, you can adjust them. Then here and this is letter A. So these were some of the simple and interesting activities that you can do at home to build or to strengthen or to refine the hand function skills of your child. Do try them out and mention in the comment box about which one is your favorite activity. And also, if you want a video on some topic, then please mention in the comment box. I would love to make a video on that topic. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because I will be coming up with many more interesting and useful topics in the upcoming videos. So wishing you all a very happy Navratri. Bye bye, take care.